well, Guerrilla Marketing is a long-standing brand that my co-author J. Conrad Levinson created back in 1984, and he's done like 60 guerrilla marketing books. So to me, the idea of guerrilla marketing is not about warfare, it's not about guns, it's not about enemies. It's about moving in quickly, grabbing the opportunity, and maybe even moving out again before other people even notice that they were supposed to be there. It's about being agile and nimble and quick thinking and taking advantage of opportunities, and beyond that, actually creating opportunities for yourself, for your clients, for the world. The going green part is a message of environmental sustainability and business ethics as your success kit, as ways of making it easier for your business or organization to do well in the world by doing well for itself. When you behave in these ways, when you have environmental initiatives, when you have a strong code of ethics, when you tell people that you have these things and it's real, people flock to you, people make opportunities for you, people open doors for you, and the public comes. There are a lot of people out there, for all the rhetoric about it's all about number one and it's all about bottom line, the reality is people want to see a higher message. People want to see elevating the world as part of your mission, and they will support you when you do that. You don't just do business ethics and environmental initiatives because they're the right thing to do, and you don't do them just to stay out of jail. You do them because it's the quickest and easiest way to succeed. You have conversations with people, you listen a lot, you think about what they need and how you can help them get there, as opposed to what you have to push and how hard you have to push it. It's really about having a two-way or a multi-way dialogue as opposed to a one-way address. Well, in my presentation you heard me talk about Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream company. This was a company that was started by two hippies in a garage and became the second largest and almost as large as the largest super premium ice cream company in the entire United States. Their main weapon of marketing at first was their own packaging and the taste of their ice cream. And their own packaging was very much focused on the social environmental message, and I think that is why they were so successful. I think that is why they don't have 3% market share, they have 40%. Not that market share is necessarily the way you can measure success, but it is something that gives some substance when I say this is a successful company. Well, we small people have to do more with less because we don't have the big budget, so we have to be careful. We can't be extravagant. We can't waste money trying to advertise to everybody. We have to pick our niche market and go after it. And these things are easy to do. I mean, you know, here I am as one person working by myself in a business in a farmhouse in rural Massachusetts, and I am popular author, international speaker, I have contacts and friends all over the world, I have clients all over the world. I've had 3 different clients in Japan. You know, that's about as far from me as you can go. I've had clients in several countries in Europe, I've had clients all over the United States, because in this virtual world that we live in, a one-person business can be as powerful as a Fortune 100 company within their own territory, if they mark out and own that territory. The difference between using the laptop and using my hand is, first, I have 10 times as many notes as I would, and second, I can read them. I have one of the world's 10 worst handwritings. I started getting involved with social media in 1995, when we were talking about internet discussion groups, which I did, and Usenet discussion groups, which I didn't do, because I could do the email ones I have tired eyes, so I could just print out the material and read it off screen, and there was no way to do that practically with the news groups. So back in 1995, I actually got my first client from social media. From 1996 to the present, most of my clients have been either directly or indirectly through social media. The direct would be people who know me from a particular discussion forum. The indirect would be people who know someone else who knows me, such as an industry leader who maybe refers to me and actually tells people to go find me in their book or on their website. Doing a speech like this came out of social media. Actually, I saw a post that Rui had made in the International Network of Social Entrepreneurs Forum on LinkedIn, and I responded to that and got in touch with Zanetta, and here I am. So a lot of things can happen with this. I think it's very powerful, and it's been around for a long time. The samizdat in 50, 70 years ago is really a primitive form of what we're doing, and only the technology is better. The principle is still there. Communication is about breaking down barriers between people, number one, and number two, it's also about persuasion, about using the skills you have in talking and in listening and writing to move people towards some kind of action.
Communication changing the real world.
Well, that's really what I'm about. I got into the marketing side as an activist. And my first training in public relations was in doing press releases for little grassroots community activist groups that I was involved with in the safe energy movement and in other social and environmental justice struggles. So for me, it's very, very much wrapped up in that. I'm particularly thrilled with this new book because I think it will really change the business world. The content in it, a lot of it is stuff that I actually wrote in an earlier book in 2003, but it was self-published and it had a very small audience. By going with a big publisher and a big co-branded author, I'm hoping to reach a lot more people, and I'm hoping to actually be able to say 10 years from now, I helped change the business world. It's fun to meet people from many, many different countries and cultures and approaches who are looking at the same problems through a very different lens. I think I grow professionally from that exposure. I hope they grow professionally from exposure to me, and of course the networking is wonderful. And yeah, let's face it, there are certain things you can't do over Facebook, and one of them is give somebody a hug.
And a handshake that is very